Welcome to the season of Advent here at Fellowship Church Muskegon, friends. Over the course of the next number of weeks, we look forward to celebrating with you the birth of Jesus and everything that leads up to that. We can't wait to share this season with you. Welcome to the season of Advent at Fellowship Church. I sure hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving season with your family and friends. Hope you had some good food and good time spent with people who love you and you love them right back. Now that we're in this season called Advent, which is a season of preparation leading up to Christmas, of course, we're turning our focus to the stories of Jesus' birth and everything that was involved in that birth. And this year, we are going to focus very specifically on the coming of the Magi. Now, maybe you remember those characters from your reading of the Christmas story before. The Magi were some people who came from a far-off country looking for Jesus. They were astrologers or maybe astronomers, opinions different as to what they were. The word Magi simply means wise people or wise men. So they were people who had gained some kind of insights from the stars, and they were trying to tell people around them what that insight might mean. And we know that the Magi were probably from Persia, which is modern-day Iran. How do you like somebody from modern-day Iran being involved in the Christmas story? But what I want to focus on this year is just the gifts that the Magi brought to Jesus. If your memory's pretty good, you may remember that the Magi brought gifts of gold, frankincense, not Frankenstein, frankincense, and myrrh. So we're going to spend a couple weeks talking about each one of those gifts. This week, we'll focus on gold. Now, friends, gold is really a pretty common thing, a pretty common substance throughout your Bible. There was gold mentioned in the Garden of Eden, and gold is mentioned hundreds of times throughout your Bible, always as a means of establishing some sense of wealth or someone who had significant means. So wealthy people were known as those who had gold. And then gold was also a sign of a gift given to someone who was royalty. Kings would wear gold jewelry, and they would have thrones that were made of gold and footstools made of gold and other kinds of things. Gold was not only a sign of wealth, it was a sign of royalty. You kind of put the two together and you have the kings and queens. So here's what I want you to think about today. When the Magi brought Jesus gifts of gold, they were saying, in effect, we believe that you are, in some sense, royalty. We believe that you are a king, or that you will be a king when you reach the kingly age kind of thing. Now, they didn't know what area he would be the king of because they'd already had a conversation with Herod. By the way, I wonder why Herod didn't come check out Jesus himself. Why entrust that to the Magi? But they'd already visited with Herod, and Herod said, what, another king? No. I'm the king of this hood. Who is this imposter? So he told the Magi to go check it out and come back with a report. Of course, they didn't do that. But the Magi might have been thinking, what, a king of this area, this county, this country? They couldn't understand that Jesus had a kingdom that had nothing to do with just planet Earth, that he was far more than an earthly kingdom, that Jesus was going to be the king of the kingdom of heaven, and he was bringing the kingdom of heaven down. They couldn't begin to understand all that he represented, but they knew enough to say, we're bringing gold to him because he is going to be a king. Friends, I wonder if you've claimed Jesus Christ as your king. That doesn't mean you have to show up in the church or anywhere else with gifts of gold, but here's something we know about kings. A king is somebody who impacts your life. In biblical days, a king is someone who dictated life, who defined life. Life kind of revolved around the king, and people defined themselves and described themselves according to life with the king. He's the king. I wonder if that's how Jesus interacts with you today. I wonder if your life is defined and described by the king, Jesus, and I wonder if your life revolves around your service to the king. You certainly don't have to bring gifts of gold to Jesus, but if you brought your heart to him, that would be the best gift ever. Is he really the king of your life? Friends, I hope that connects with you a bit. Certainly does with me. Here we are in this Advent season. We're thinking about Jesus and all that he means to us. We hope that you have a wonderful Christmas Advent season with us here at Fellowship Church. Can't wait to connect with you in the coming weeks. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.